This is section 48D310 on Interstate 20. We're in Mitchell County by Colorado City, Texas. About an hour and 20 minutes west of Abilene. You can see the back of our sharp sign there next to the route marker. We are in need of a little more help out here. The markings are not quite what we would have liked them to have been. We're missing at least one or two delineators at almost every post. They have yet to come out and stripe the edge stripes, much less the stripes across the lane, and all of the crosses and so forth were in quite a lot of attention required. I'm going to go ahead and shut the date off here so that you can see things a little bit clearer. As I mentioned, this is Interstate 20. We are in the westbound lanes. You can see we do have a little bit of bleeding in this outside wheel path for it's about 3 feet wide and about 200 feet long, I believe. That's what I noted. It's kind of hard to say it just all of a sudden stops, but you can see how it does tend to taper off towards the second cross. Where we did have a little bit of cracking starting to reflect through in a few isolated places. That was a little bit surprising. So compared to the other test sections where we haven't seen any distress at all, this section, or I should say series of sections out here on Interstate 20, did show quite a bit more distress than any of the others I've looked at thus far, with the obvious exception of the section that had high severity alligator cracking up in Garza County. You can see here's another crack that's reflected through. I did not note this as bleeding here. I'm probably wrong, but I believe that's just something that's been spilt in there, because there's no signs of any real pumping per se. You can see the rest of the crack doesn't have anything. It just looks like something got spilt in there, or dirt got collected in there. It was so minor that it really wasn't even, it's only 2 feet. Another crack here that reflected through. Again, this is Interstate 20. We're in the westbound lanes. This is section 48D310. I'll go ahead and shut the camera down while we move on to the next test section.